Welcome back. This is the Word with G podcast. I'm your host, Greg Larnard, where you sit back and listen, and I'll explain. So this is your weekly Matt Harvey report. Today he was throwing off the mound at Tradition Field to batters for the first time since getting Tommy John surgery. The batters were in the batter's box. No swings were had. No swings were taken. Curtis Granderson and David Wright stepped in to face Matt Harvey, loosely face Matt Harvey. It was more for Matt Harvey's benefit of just having somebody in the batter's box, just to throw to somebody, getting the feel back, coming back from injury. He was throwing hard today, throwing about in the mid-90s. His velocity was up. It was good. It was right where we last saw Matt Harvey throwing to. His delivery was smooth, powerful. It looked very good. He threw two 20-pitch sessions today. In the first 20-pitch session, he threw primarily fastballs, just trying to get a feel for his spots and facing a batter, locating pitches. The second, he took a break in between. Noah Syndergaard came, throw his 20 pitches, and went back out for his second 20-pitch session, and he mixed in some breaking balls along with the fastballs, trying to get the spots down, throwing to batters, getting a feel for where he needs to put those pitches. And the breaking ball still works, according to Terry Collins, who said earlier in the week that it was stinking dynamite. So we know he's still got the breaking stuff. And afterwards he talked to the media. He said he feels good. He said he was in compete mode. And when asked if he was holding anything back, he said, no, I was just competing out there. And to me, compete mode, somebody who's not holding back, but also not going 100% and knows and realizes that this is going to be a process and it's going to take some time. And he's going to try to, see and feel where his body's at on every single pitch, especially leading up and getting that arm strength up. He said the biggest thing was getting a feel for having somebody back in the batter's box. Just being able to throw to somebody, throw his pitches in locations with a batter actually in the batter's box is huge. As I talked about before, that's something big for a pitcher to be able to do and get comfortable with. And he talked to David Wright and Curtis Granderson afterwards, and they said the same thing. The pitches looked good. Ball was coming out of his hand explosively like we remember it. And what's the next step for Matt Harvey? The next step would be more of the same, Terry Collins said. Next week he'll throw a similar, maybe 2 to 3 20-pitch sessions. They could increase it a little bit, but at the same time they don't want to rush him. And then sometime after that, in the next week or maybe a couple days after that, they'll have him face live batters and throw some live BP. They'll probably set up an L screen right in front of him, have him pitch off the mound. Probably have the turtle over the backstop over the catcher and the batter again, and just have him get out there and face batters, and they'll actually be swinging this time. And it'll be the closest thing that he can actually get to a game-type situation without actually being in a game. And we know he's scheduled to pitch March 6th against the Tigers in Grapefruit League action. I think that's the third game the Mets will play in spring training. So he'll get out and get a chance to face the Tigers, and Noah Syndergaard will be relieving him. So it's going to be a long way to go for Matt Harvey, but so far he feels good throwing the batters for the first time this spring, and hopefully these little steps in the beginning will get him in the big steps to get back to the mound at Citi Field in Flushing, New York. So this has been your Matt Harvey report, your weekly Matt Harvey report, the Word with G podcast. I'm your host, Greg Larnard, where you sit back and listen, and I'll explain. We'll catch you next time.